Welcome back to Appropriate Place. Today we are continuing my summer adventure, Memories of Another Life. So the last time we left off, Kotonoha just shared her entire novel, like the premise of it and everything. That's all I remember, honestly, if I'm being honest. But, yeah, I guess we were still at our place. Guess sometime later, we were sitting in bed together and staring at the laptop screen. To be precise, I was looking for a series to watch, and Kotonoha was just sitting by my side.
Hello, mother.
Life is full of surprises, you know, she suddenly said. What do you mean? We've been classmates for 3 years, and I'm only finding out you were never an otaku now. Well, I didn't know what an otaku was, but judging by the context, it was something unflattering. Yep. Is that so? Well, glad to have you on board. I must admit, my initial thoughts about you were unflattering too. What did you think of me? I'm not telling. Nande. I do not like to insult women out loud. I do it in my head instead. Ah, true, gentlemen. She smiled, then added, but still, I feel good with you. That praise brought out something in me. A desire to tell her the truth. About me getting isekai'd into this place, about the language, everything. Because it's not Akira-kun, it's me. You feel good with me, not with him. The thought was so sudden, and the impulse was so strong that I could feel my heart rate climb. What if I am not myself? What do you mean? It's like, huh? Where did this come from? What if someone got isekai'd into this body, and that is why you feel good with me right now? Is that so? She looked me in the eye. Her expression puzzled me. Did she really believe it? Or is she just judging me in her own strange way? So, where did you come from? Estonia. Do you want an address? Sure. Okay. Let me see if I can pronounce all this. Tallinn. 114. Edward. Village Street. Apartment 745. I'm gonna put that through Google Translate and it'll pronounce it.
Tallinn, 114 Eduard Vilde Street, apartment 745.
What do you see out of your apartment window? There was a park not far from there. Coniferous trees mostly. There was a small road cutting through them. It's like a little driveway for the building. Some guy always parks his red Renaults there. What does your apartment front door look like? The door pane is metal on the outside. It's filled with insulation. There are 2 locks and a chain. There are 3 lugs on top and 3 on bottom. The bottom lock unlocks them. Name your neighbors. All apartments on my floor are empty except for one. A woman lives there. Her name is Helga Hamalainen. Just over 40. Works as a real estate agent in an international company. And she has a son, Erlemas. Kotonoha is getting more and more tense. She's like, oh god. What is this? Oh no. What is your real name? Maxim Mas. How old are you? 25. You have got to be pulling my leg. Nani? Nande? I thought you rehearsed all this for some godforsaken reason. Or, should we about to say, or have you really been isekai from Estonia? Or you're talking about a personal friend you have visited before. I really contained my laughter. Of course she didn't believe it. Like any normal person, she could find a metric ton of better, more realistic explanations. But she didn't believe the truth. You got me. I smiled. You could have stayed in your isekai persona. You responded so quickly and confidently, I almost believed it. Really? Okay, well, you can call me Maxim. If I ever start acting strange and stop responding to that name, you will know I am back in Estonia. Kotonoha just shakes her head. Why am I always drawn to men with strange, idiosyncrasies? It's a idiosyncrasy. These are big words. Alright, in the middle of episode 5 of a new series, a more interesting one, interesting enough to keep us awake at least, Kotonoha's phone rang. Another perturbation of our tranquil and cozy little world. I don't think Kotonoha liked that call either. She frowned when she when she looked at the calling number. She excused herself and went to the bathroom to take the call. Must be her mom again. Or maybe it's something about tomorrow's concert. Or perhaps she has a boyfriend after all, and I'm just her side dude. And that's him calling her right now, asking where she is. And she's in there lying, saying she's visiting her grandmother. Okay, I would not be surprised. Oh, well, she's actually jumping in a strange isekai protagonist's bed. Oh yeah, you know, new series manga. No, that's stupid. Why do I keep thinking that Kotonoha is a cheating type? Such a stab in the back. She's not like that. She's a good person, surely. Probably. I reminded myself I don't really know her that well. I have no real proof to back up my own claim about her goodness. Thus far, I've been lucky enough to steer clear of any serious clashes with her. Screw it. That line of thinking doesn't get me anywhere. It's just pointless cultivation of anxiety. I'm going to assume that it's probably someone from her band calling. When Kotonoha stepped out of the bathroom, it turned out I was right. Well, half right. Akira-kun, I have good news and bad news. Give me the bad news first. I must leave. I don't want to, but I have to. My parents insist that I visit them. Oh, that's upsetting. What's the good news? Our manager just texted me. Oh, do you want to go to my concert tomorrow? Oh yeah, come on, we get to see that music side of her. Like I said, if we get a full cutscene where Kotonoha actually sings a song, I'm all for it, dude. All right, fourth memory, Haruko. Hey, we're finally saying her first name. Instead of just calling her Kotonoha. Ow, with a flashbang. All right, the weather vane is fixed in place. The wind obediently blows in the indicated direction. It's an old joke I heard somewhere. Don't know why I remembered it. I was waiting on Kotonoha on a park bench. The sun was scorching the earth mercilessly again. Cicadas sang their death songs. Turned out they are very short-lived creatures indeed. I think I was getting used to Japan. Before I know it, I will start binging anime and saying things like, "Nya, kawaii." Me right now. Kotonoha was running late. Absolutely heartless of her in this heat. I guess she had her reasons. Maybe the band held her up. I imagine Kotonoha getting into a fight with musicians. Oh, we go. Imaginary scene. Look, music background. I don't think she would yell. She strikes me as a type to lower their voice when mad. Like a murderer, very intimidating. I find it more the vibe of a mom, like she just lowers her voice when she's angry, like, yeah, you're really doing this again, huh? Alright. I told you I must go. Get in my way and perish. Musician sprees up, terrified by her stone-cold resolve. Damn, we really can't stop her, can we? Also, by the way, I'm taking this part background. I like it. Oh, man. Come to think about it, that very well could have happened. She can give these icy looks when she wants to. Oh, speak of the devil. Kotonoha was approaching me from downtown. She wore the same white dress, or lightweight dress she had on yesterday. Couldn't help but gawk. Kotonoha was a little pale, but in this soft-colored dress, she looked like an ice queen walking on hot desert sands.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Akira-kun. Looks like she's in a good mood today. Hi. You're late. Couldn't help it. They held me down with force and would not let me go. Oh. How did you make it out? I dug a tunnel. That took me a while, hence the delay. I see, you must be a fast digger. Oh my god, she back in the mines, bro. She must have her pickaxe swinging from side to side. Sure am. The Count of Monte Cristo has got nothing on me. Even though I was positively melting under the sun, Kotonoha's joke made me smile. I stood up from the bench and approached the girl, then hugged her. Alright, another hug. Must have been a little too rough, judging by the stifled groan she made. Oops, I said as I loosened my hold on her. Gomenasai. And I am glad to see you too, Akira-kun. I have a gift for you. She reached into her bag and pulled out a small envelope. This is for you. But before you take it, swear something to me. I was already reaching for the envelope, but I stopped my hand. Ota Kotonoha. Despite when she was smiling mischievously. Do I really need this concert? Swear to you. Swear to me. Swear what? Swear you will come.
That's what he said.
Better judgmentally. I was way too hot for comfort and soaked in sweat. My throat was nearly as dry as the Sahara Desert, and she's talking about some stupid vow? Which? But replace the W with a B. I'll think about it. I said that and reached for the envelope, but she yanked it away. Like, up. Nope, you have to go. This ticket was hard to get, you know. I am serious. She said, absolutely unshakable. As if her voice got lower, yep. Alright, promise me you will come. This unexpected serious attitude was messing with my head. How did we switch moods so fast? Weren't we just joking around at the expense of the Count of Monte Cristo? Oh, okay. I swear, I will. I would not take the ticket from you if I wasn't coming. Thank you, she said and finally passed me the ticket. Don't forget, you swore to me. These powerful hints at the tremendous importance of the concert have put me on the edge. Is there some sort of catch to this concert? Considering how serious you are about me going. No catch. Would you tell me if there was one? The girl smiled and said, I promise you there is no catch, Akira-kun. Nobody's going to dump a bucket A bull's blood on your head.
What
Okay.
the hell?
That's something else. That's not even a concert. Just saying. It's just that this is a momentous day for me. I don't want to spend it with just the band. I want to be with someone who makes me feel good. That's why it's important to me. If you don't come, this day will be incomplete to me. So please, do come. The mental link between us was haunted by the specter of a love confession. That was shocking. We spent a day together. We basically had intercourse. We discussed her novel, but that didn't necessarily make us more than friends. And now now she tells me in plain words that I make her feel good and she feels attached to me. I'm shocked. I haven't even read any Mishima books. All these thoughts were swirling around in my head, and Kotonoha smiled wider as she was looking at me. Oh, and don't make any more plans for tonight. I have something special for you. Ooh, like what? Yo, okay. It's a date. Ooh, yo, okay. PC parts. The store. At 6:45, I got my ticket stamped, and my body patted down by a security guard as I entered the club. Kotonoha's ticket took me all the way to the VIP area. Damn, oh yeah. I walked across the dance floor to get to the second floor. There was no security, just a door with a special scanner. I figured out that I must be scanning the stamp. I showed it by hand, and the door quietly slid away. Automation is incredible. Alright, here we are. The VIP zone turned out to be like a small cafe. It was full of people in expensive looking clothes. Waiters were zooming all around. One waiter approached me, a short girl with a piercing in her brow. Here's the menu. Push this button when you're ready. I will take your order. Okay, arigato. Open the menu and browse around. So what do chefs serve to local high rollers? Nothing out of the ordinary, turns out. This restaurant served mostly European cuisine. One thing on this menu I found amusing was the drink section. There was a boilerplate selection of cocktails, and a page completely dedicated to just 7 drinks named after deadly sins. Bruh. And apparently one of those special drinks came free with my ticket. So what will it be for me? Gluttony? Pride? Or perhaps lust? I ordered lust. Not because Kotonoha and I were indulging in that particular spin, I swear. And I waited for the show to start. It was just about to begin. But before the headliners, I would have to sit through a warm-up band. I didn't mind that. Gonna listen to some live music, warm up my ears, and see if that lust drink is any good. I think gluttony is on my mind more than lust. I made a mental note of that. Then the warm-up band showed up. I took a closer look. Some leather-clad rocker boy ensemble. Their singer looked like a Viking. Huge ginger guy with long hair and a big beard. Oh yeah. Give him an axe and a horned helmet, and yep, he would be a Viking. They introduced themselves. Blackstone they were called. And thanked the audience for having them. The audience meekly clapped, and then they started playing. I can't say I paid attention to their music. My food got to my table and took that priority. I remember that the Vikings singer's voice was pretty good, and Blackstone's lyrics were pretty strange. Something about scorched earth, the Moon Tribe, Pandora's Box, and Batman. For some reason. Okay, but yeah, what is Batman in the song? I wonder if that constitutes copyright infringement. Oh no, I wasn't too thrilled by this performance. It made me feel odd. It's like I was next to a railroad track with a train going right by me. I felt the energy coming from the crowd below. They loved it. I could feel their admiration from up top, yet the energy had no effect on me. I was just an observer, a random outsider at the festival of life. But I came here for Kotonoha, even though I don't really like her songs. Hey, that's true up, man. I finished my improvised and really overpriced dinner and washed it down with a lust. Then I went down to the floor. Oh yeah, music's louder now. Alright, I wanted to see Kotonoha up close, and I felt more at home in the crowd. Wish I did not feel like an outsider among all these people. I was working my way up to the stage when I noticed a familiar face.
Well, hi,
oh, what? It's her. It's the chick that was, with that professor. Who do we have here? And this guy was apparently, depicted as his daughter in the dream, like Max's daughter. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Must be half the students from our university in this huge hall. I was going to approach the girl to say hello, but I noticed that she was talking to some guy. I shouldn't interrupt. It'd be fun to see someone from the faculty here. Imagine. In the meantime, the scene was transforming. A metal construction was placed in front of the drummer, and the stage got covered in fog. Finally, oh, Kotonoha appeared on stage. Oh, here we go. Come on, buddy. Oh, yeah, beautiful cutscene art. Let's go. It's like she popped out of nowhere. I did not see her come out from backstage. It's like she stepped out of the fog. Yeah, probably like one of those, like platforms from inside where she, like, rises up from it. That's what I assume. The crowd went wild. A girl in front of me was squealing. A guy behind me was yelling. You could tell Kotonoha was successful on stage. She just stood up there and smiled, waiting for the crowd to calm down. I am pleased to see you too. What's with her voice? It's like she was about to break down into tears. Is that on purpose? There are so many of you. The floor looks packed. We thought maybe a dozen people would show up. The audience burst out laughing. Kotonoha let the crowd calm down again. Okay, I lied. Don't mind that. We were actually hoping all of you would come. We wanted to have a full house, or maybe more. Thank you all. You are the best. The crowd blew up, but this time Kotonoha did not stop. And to celebrate all of you coming out, we will start with your favorite song. Alright, the music started while the crowd was still going crazy. Like I was in the middle of a hurricane. People around me screamed and jumped and headbanged. Oh yeah! The crowd was like a living organism, and it was pumping me up with its emotional energy. Before I knew it, I got lost in it. I wanted to move to the rhythm and sing the chorus. It was like this energy had completely, subsumed my personality. I became a part of a primal ocean of wild joy. Through all this shared insanity, I saw one very important thing. Kotonoha was crying. Oh, yep, her expression changed. Alright, if I paid more attention, if I did not get lost in the emotional flood of the crowd, I could have noticed that the high-tempo music and fast-paced rhythm were always subservient to sad or perhaps even tragic stories. Kotonoha's songs were about loneliness. She sang about outcasts and the disenfranchised, about executioners chopping off heads, that maybe remember her novel, and kings isolated from the people by their power and responsibility. I never saw any of these songs online in her band's group. Odd. Kotonoha saved her best song, or so I gathered from cross reaction, for last. Oop, okay, another one. Alright. Sumak Pigeon, the cover single of the Death album. This was the most prominent song by the band Haruko. This one opened with a flute intro, strangely enough. The crowd went silent almost immediately. In a couple of moments, hundreds of lights appeared on the floor. People turned on the lights in their phones and raised them in the air. Kotonoha stood on the stage with her eyes closed. It's like she was enjoying the sound of the melody herself. That was hardly surprising. The music was as uncomplicated as it was sad. It went straight to the heart. I suppose this is the magic of music. It speaks to your innermost self. Just a few simple notes played on a flute can make you feel remorse and loss better than 1,000 words. Soon the flute solo ended and guitars came in, making the composition more similar to other Kotonoha tracks. And she opened her eyes. All the lights in the crowd went out. Kotonoha opened her eyes on the stage and went back to reality. She started singing. In this song, her voice did not really match the music. It's more like a whisper than a song. It's very dissonant, and yet it sounded really cool. The lyrics of Kotonoha's song were a parable. It was a story of a glorious emperor on a long expedition that saw a pigeon in a strange vision. When the parable concluded, thunder roared. Oh, she whipped off the jacket, whatever it's called. The chorus was magnificently deafening. Kotonoha took her jacket off and screamed into the mic at the top of her lungs. Rah! Okay, I can't do that. The sumac pigeon brings only death. Do I even need to spell it that I was screaming the chorus with her by the end? Kotonoha's songs carried me away and got into my deepest, soul crevices. They destroyed me and forged me anew. Now I get why she's so big on the indie rock scene. I also felt like I would fight people to defend my newfound conviction. I was turned into another soldier in my beloved queen's army. Now I understand that this wasn't what the sumac pigeon was about. It wasn't about that at all. I could not have known it back then. Man, okay. Hey, nice loading screen. I'm taking that. Alright, Kotonoha. I do wish I could have actually heard her sing. I if there was an original song for this VN, but it's alright. Still though, I appreciate the cool cutscenes. Alright, Kotonoha showed up by the back entrance door some 20 minutes after the concert. She was a little drunk, or so it seemed. Thank you for waiting on me. Kotonoha smiled. Don't mention it. Is it okay for you to leave now? What do you mean? I thought you would be celebrating with your band. This was your first concert, right? Kotonoha looked up at me like a mother would at her misbehaving child. I already told you, I don't want to celebrate with them. I want to celebrate with you. We start to remember things I tell you, Akira-kun. Sorry, I forgot. I thought about this earlier today. I don't think it's right to abandon your comrades for some random dude you only knew for a couple of days. The more I thought about it, the more I realized it was none of my business. I shouldn't tell her how to live her life and what to do. Between the two of us, I'm clearly a much bigger loser than she is. Besides, I have no idea what her band is like. Maybe they're the kind of people you can only tolerate when you're working towards a shared goal. Having remembered all that, I thought I shouldn't pick her brain about this anymore. I could see that being a possible thing, where like Kotonoha doesn't get along with her bandmates probably. Because, you know, you hear about the stories where it's like, oh my god, you know, popular idol group members never got along or something, and there was like bullying in it or whatever. So I could see them like not getting along. Anyway, so he said, I'm sorry. Kotonoha didn't say anything back. She just approached me and kissed me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I could definitely say that she was drunk. I could taste the alcohol. Did she drink with her band? Or did she take some shots of liquid courage ahead of the concert? However that may be, I didn't care. I put my hands on her waist and pulled her closer. Okay, there's some boob pushed against my chest.
What the fuck?
It really turned me on, even though I could still taste the alcohol. Kotonoha quickly pushed me back. Do you remember what I told you earlier today, Akira-kun? Told me you had something special for me. Yes. Will you come with me? It'd be monumentally stupid to turn her down now, wouldn't it? Yep. Hey, we're in a cab. Wookie wookie. We got a cab. It's taking us to a part of town I've never seen before. Oh, I think I know where she's taking us. Something that begins with love and ends with hotel. Kotonoha and I were sitting in the back seat and holding hands, like a real couple. Her hands seemed so small and fragile in mine. It was fascinating. I felt like a man again. It was the same feeling I got when Kotonoha slept on my shoulder. I felt like a knight charged with protecting a beautiful and fragile princess. I hope I'm not going to keep thinking that in bed. Hey man, if you want to. Alright, with that reasonable conclusion out of the way, I attempted to switch my focus to something else. I didn't ask where we were going. Kotonoha promised me it would be special. I thought I should trust her on this. She seemed calm, just like she always was, except now she was softly smiling. It was very cute. Soon, the car stopped. Kotonoha paid the driver, we thanked him and exited the vehicle. We were standing in front of some establishment. The sign overhead said Paradise. Yep, okay. I see the hotel right there. Yeah, that's a love hotel. What's this? I asked curiously. A love hotel. See, everybody? I've read enough mangas, watched enough animes for this stuff. You know it. She responded, not a shadow of doubt on her face. Oh, I exhaled in surprise. So this is how we're celebrating your concert. I thought you would like that. Don't get me wrong, I would like that. It's just, it's so sudden. I was going to say something different. I wanted to say it was wrong. This day was so joyous. I didn't feel right to wrap it up with some love-ins in the hotel. This day needed a different ending. Something to make lasting memories. I was a little upset by Kotonoha's decision. In my opinion, she was ruining her own celebration. But it was her choice. Maybe she likes it. Maybe she really does like it this way, man. I don't know. Well, yeah, I didn't say anything. I've never been here before. I want to try it. Do you mean this specific hotel? Any love hotel. Then, should we go? I offered her my hand. She latched onto it and we went downstairs. Yo, actually, there's a nice room though. Soon we found ourselves in a private suite. Alright, even though the proprietors went to great lengths to isolate their guests from any potential source of embarrassment, electronic registry, cashless payment system, this place was not putting me in the right mood. There was nothing romantic about this place. Did not even invoke any eroticism. It looks like one of the like very small hotel rooms that you go to like last minute. I'm not gonna lie. Like I look at the background now. This looks like somewhere I'd have to rent out. Alright, the vending machine with condoms looked like a one-armed bandit. Who designed it like that? What was the big idea? Get 3 lucky 7s and get the product for free?
It's free real estate.
I had no idea. You get 7 condoms for free. That's what it is. Alright. Even a rack with the vibrator was not putting me in the mood. Kotonoha wasn't feeling this place either, I think. She was standing next to the rack, cautiously examining it. She reminded me of a cat carefully pawing an unknown object. Do I want to read this line? I don't know. I'm not going to. Y'all can read that yourself. I don't think I'm allowed to say that out loud. Alright, you won't ever let me live down that joke, are you? The moment I forget all about it, life finds a way to remind me of it. Maybe it's a sign from the fates. Don't even think about it. Interdicted, making Kotonoha laugh. Let's just lay down for a while, Akira-kun. We have a whole night ahead of us, so we'll find time to do what we came here for. Sure. We laid down on the bed. Our bodies reflected in the mirror ceiling. I thought about the strange architecture of human nature. Here lied Kotonoha, a fit, beautiful, and well put together girl in a striking dress and holding her hand. There was me, a bespectacled, unkempt loser. How did that happen? Started over a stupid dare, but how did it keep happening? The day we spent together, the concerts, this night. Was she doing all of this just because she can't bear to be alone? What are you thinking about? Kotonoha asked quietly. I am thinking about you, I replied earnestly. What's on your mind? The last few days. You've been in love with me for a while, haven't you? Oh, she brought up. I didn't know the answer to that. I've only been in this body for several days, but who cares what the boring truth is? Yes. Kotonoha sighed. Shame. Oh, Nande. What? Oh, it's a shame we didn't get to know each other sooner. We lost so much time. Better late than never. Nani? It's a thing people say. Better to do something late than to never do it at all. You're probably right. She closed her eyes. I thought she was falling asleep. Hello? Squeezed her hand slightly. Is everything okay? We could just get some sleep. She opened her eyes and turned to me. That's not what we came here for, is it? She leaned over and kissed me. Alright, it's time. Oh, yeah. The kiss was very soft and fluttery. Her soft lips touched mine. First my upper lip, then the lower one. Our tongues did not touch when we kissed. But the innocence and softness were really doing it for me. Yeah, I was really feeling it now. The next kiss was mine. I was trying to be a good student and reproduce the results of my mentor. Gently, softly, and fluttery. Like the girl in front of me is the most precious thing I have. I think Kotonoha liked that. When I pulled back, she was smiling. She seemed pleased. I am going to the bathroom for a while. We will continue when I get back. Okay? Okay. She stepped out of the bathroom soon enough, and we spent the best night of my life together. Oh, I think I found a perfect partner. Wow. Alright, the alarm clock rang early in the morning, harshly informing us that the fairy tale was over. We had to vacate the suite, our time ran out, and we had to go back. We put our clothes on, paid for the suite, and stepped outside the hotel. It was nice outside. The sun had not yet brought the earth to a melting point. It was pleasant and easy to be outside. I even closed my eyes for some time to enjoy this cool morning. Even though it was still very early, there were a lot of people going about their business already. The city was waking up. I approached Kotonoha. She was looking something up on her phone. Going home? I asked, carefully landing my head on her shoulder. Yeah, I'm calling a cab there now. Back to my place, I said and paused to think. Was it appropriate just now? Did it sound like a needy ask or a casual invitation? No, I need to take care of something. I'll drop you off and move on, okay? Sure. Alright, once I got in the car, I realized I was really sleepy. The seats were soft and comfortable. Some music played unobtrusively in the background. Keeping my eyelids from closing was getting progressively more difficult. Alright. I woke up from a strange sensation. Something like small, excavators crawling all over my skin and digging into it. What? Slightly terrified, I opened my eyes and saw Kotonoha lightly scratch me with her short manicured fingernails. Okay. What are you doing? We're here. Go home, Akira-kun. Oh, thanks. I'll see you later. Still half asleep, I stepped out of the car and made my way to the apartment. I don't know how I made it to the right floor and the right door, but the moment I closed the door behind me, I went to get more sleep. I was completely drained, and my body needed rest. Alright. Oh, waking up. When I woke up, the sun had reached its zenith. Cicadas were going crazy outside, and the air was stiff. I knew what that meant. Yeah, it's going to be hot. Oh, drink! The pull of the bed was strong, but I was stronger. Then, with indomitable spirit, I rose and made my way to the fridge. Pulled out a cold tea bottle and drank it all. That made me feel human again. With my humanity restored, I had to carry on with my human task, getting food and watching YouTube. With that thought in my mind, I located my phone under the pillow and unlocked it. Oh, someone sent me something. An email from Kotonoha. What the hell uses email? Oh yeah, she doesn't have social media, never mind. Wait, how did she get my email though? Is she a hacker? I don't know, but I opened the email and started reading it right away. Hello, Akira-kun. As you may have already guessed, it's me, Haruko. Wait, I'm sending you this letter to say goodbye. What?
NANI?
Wait, what happened? We will not see each other again. Oh, my pity for you has run dry, Akira-kun. I hope you did not think a woman like myself could be truly infatuated with an inferior life form like you. Wait, you must be thinking, but we did that. Doesn't that mean anything? It does not. It's a pathetic joke. I feel like getting you, clemency. I will concede that, you know how to use your man thing and you used it well. That was the reason I entertained the charade for as long as I did. But it was never meant to last. And so now we put an end to it. I despise you and I never want to see you again. Farewell. It's like I got bashed over the head with something heavy. I was reading the email and struggling to comprehend it. Was this some kind of joke? Another prank she's pulling on me? I called her number. Nobody picked up. I called a couple more times and same thing. I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't know what to do. Go to the university and ask for her address? No, they wouldn't give it to you. The actual hell? What is this intercourse out of pity nonsense? I was getting irate. I remember the situation time and time again in my head, and I was getting increasingly angrier as I did. Something was not right about this. That message could not have been written in earnest. It was too dismissive. So dismissive, she had to go out of her way to write it that way. And what if she did? I had to talk to her. Hope I'll see her at the university tomorrow. Is that an ending? Or are we still cooking on the storyline? Wait a minute. Wait, she hit send and turned her phone off. The last thread was severed. Cutting that one was especially painful. She suddenly felt oddly serene. The feeling was rising from her stomach, or perhaps from the solar plexus. It was warm, pleasantly so. It was acceptance. Acceptance of the inevitable. That's what was going through her head as she made her way upstairs. The echo carried her footsteps far and reverberated. I do not like the sound of this. The inevitability of it was certain. Despicable fear creeped into her heart when she reached the guardrails, and tears were in her eyes. Wait, no, she stopped herself. Gotta pull it together, it's almost done. She was holding on to the bars as she stood in place, still wavering, her eyes closed. From the outside, it looked like she could be praying. I have to do this. She thought to herself as she hopped over the guardrails in a single jump. I have to do this. The people below looked so small. Better close my eyes. Uh-oh. I have to. It will all be over soon. Farewell. Wait, nothing personal. You failed to get closer to Kotonoha. Fuck. No, dude, come on. I don't want this ending. Man, okay, that sucks. Ah, okay. Well, tragic ending, unfortunately. So that's going to do it for this part of my summer adventure memories of another life. So in the next part, I do actually try and fix things with Kotonoha. So you'll have to wait until next episode to see how that goes. I decided to end it because the whole part was an hour long and I didn't want it to, well, be an entire hour. So I decided to split it in 2 parts. Anyway, with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this part. And hopefully you look forward to the next episode because I need to fix things. Anyway, in the top right corner of your screen, an info card will take you to the next part once it becomes available. And with that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.